Chris Lord here, back at the job. Chris Lord Contracting. We're a full-scale builder. We also do a lot of structure, underpinning. Getting ready to pour the slab, waiting on the concrete truck. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the job. Right back here where I'm standing, this used to be a crawl space. The dirt was over my head. If you come back here, you can see how high the dirt was. This is the old crawl space foundation and footing. And this right here is our underpins. This, we dug it all the way down here to extend this basement. This is all underpinning. So we had to underpin, meaning dig over. You can see one section stops here, that's where the two lines are, because you can only dig in and do a section and then leave the dirt under here, because obviously if you dug under the whole thing, it will fall. So you dig 4 feet, you dig in, you skip a section, you dig in, and all this is done. This was one of the craziest underpin jobs I ever did. Look at this massive footing when they dug for the crawl space. It was actually out another foot. We had to chip it back. I mean, this was a big one. Look at our nice drain board, our fabric on the wall, hermetically sealed to the concrete. So if any water wants to come in, grade level's about right here. Any water wants to come in, it'll just come right down the wall, get in. We have our perimeter pipe, our sump pit over here. And if you actually want to look here, there used to be a stone wall right where I'm standing, going all the way from here. This is an old dead water line that's not existing no more. There used to be a stone wall. You can show them on the end here, where now on this side. See, that's where it came over, and it went straight down. My guys just tore all that out, and we got back to here, and here's the framing. We're sitting on top of this brick. We still have a little bit of chipping to do. And we're going to parge this. That's why this isn't sealed yet. So, but yeah, this was a big one. We're getting ready to pour our slab now. Vapor barrier is on the ground. When you pour over a concrete slab, what you should get in your concrete is they have additives. We're in Philadelphia. It's like 35 degrees right now. So you get 2%. They have an accelerator. It helps the concrete cure faster. And the big thing is when you pour over plastic, you get water reducer in the concrete. A lot of people don't know that. I can't tell you how many times where I see people pour basement slabs and they pour the concrete and then all the water comes to the top and it just takes forever to get hard. That's why people don't know that when they don't put the water reducer in. You see guys before the pour snapping a bunch of holes in the plastic because they don't want it to dry fast, so they're not there all day. But if you snap holes in the plastic, it eliminates the point of the vapor barrier. So if you want it to dry faster, you just get water reducer in the concrete. So things we had to do in order to do this basement. You know, the customer is living in the house, so they need their hot water heater. So this, I love this stuff. The Unistrut bolted into the joist. This thing's been on and working for 4 months like this, no problems. The HVAC system. Now this was a little tricky because all the duct work, we couldn't get the Unistrut under there, so stuff some block under there. Now after the floor is poured, this is all going to come apart, get as close to that wall, tucked into that wall as possible, and then we'll just patch a little floor, this little piece of floor right here, because there is going to be a hardwood floor going on top of this. But that's it. This is how a basement should look before you pour concrete. I mean, so proud of my guys. Look at the beautiful job they did. Look how nice the drain board looks, the vapor barrier. I mean, this was a tough one. They did a good job. Plumbing's all roughed in, ready to go. There's going to be a little powder room over here. Oh, and by the way, if you see the little stone here, and think like, oh, the vapor barrier's not tight, it's irrelevant because this fabric comes and runs all the way under, so that is also a vapor barrier. So everything's 100% ready to go. And the existing part of the basement got dug down a little lower too. Look, see that at the bottom? That's where the floor used to be. So we dug out, extended the crawl space, and added another, I don't have the tape measure, but here's a 2 foot level to give you a reference. So I would say that's about, by the time we pour our concrete, we added another foot easy to the existing. We're about 8 foot right now from my head to the joist, so maybe like 7'10". So you're gonna get a good 7.5 foot basement floor by the time it's all said and done, which is perfect. All right, so we got concrete coming. I'm gonna sign off. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all those nice things. I appreciate you watching, and see you on the next one.